please stay floating. And looking awful catfishy. Can't get a good... Oh, that's a cat. That's a cat for sure, buddy. Let's see. We gotta find that train of bait again. It's like they're not around whenever you just see little pods of bait balls. They gotta be around that thick bait just so they can swim down there and open their mouth up and engulf, I'm pretty sure. Kind of like a big whale. Come on, where's the bait?
Discover the Dakota Lithium DL Plus 135 amp-hour battery. With dual-purpose 135 amp-hour deep cycle capacity and an impressive 1,000 cold cranking amps, this innovative battery is equipped with even heat technology, allowing charging even in temperatures below 32 Fahrenheit, and boasts power gauge Bluetooth connectivity for real-time monitoring. Dakota Lithium, engineered to power your passion from bow to stern.
With Garmin.
Hunger is contagious with bass. Playing off a fish's instincts, the Hydro Wave incorporates recorded sound vibrations that a fish would naturally hear or feel, provoking them to act.
Look at that. Look, look, look.
Pre-programmed with sounds and settings that let you fine-tune what the fish hears.
Gosh, what I bite.
Whether you're matching the hatch,
Look at that thing.
presenting something new, or just trying to dial up the excitement when you've found a school, The Hydro Wave provokes for extra bites.
It's time to buy Safe Fish now until March 31st. Skeeter is offering rebates of up to $5,000 on 2023 and 24 models or your choice of Yamaha factory financing with rates as low as 4.99% or 5.99% with zero down, zero payments, and zero interest for 90 days for qualified buyers. With Buy Safe Fish, there's never been a better time to get into a new Skeeter boat. But this fantastic offer won't last long, so stop into your local Skeeter Boats dealer today before this deal gets away. Skeeter Boats. Eat, sleep, fish.
Out here, it takes a certain type. The type who's always the first one out. The type who knows deep down everyone else is just fishing for second. Enter the Apex Series. See more fish. Seize more victories. Settle for nothing less. With unrivaled clarity, it's the top fish finder for the most demanding type of angler. Only from Humminbird.
It's definitely a lot colder today.
Man, I really need to make this cut.
I need to make up points quick.
Positive mental attitude.
I hope they stay where I found them.
Are they even pulling water?
Too far. I hope nobody else.
Man, it's too windy.
The water's too high.
Avco, keeping you comfortable on the outside, no matter how you're feeling on the inside.
Have you considered purchasing new electronics for your rig? The type of mounts you choose to protect your investment should be part of the decision-making process. No matter if you prefer 1, 2, or 3 graph mounts up front, Beatdown Outdoors has a solution for you. Adjustable, versatile, rigid, and made in the USA. What's your ultimate electronics setup? Check out the full selection of Beatdown Outdoors products, and remember, you can't beat a beatdown.
When there's miles of water in front of you and hundreds of feet below, you need a boat with the chops to dominate, no matter the conditions. With the strength and technology to overcome the elements and the competition. Ranger Boats, still building legends, one at a time.
That's like an 11, actually.
Tugboat!
With the sport of bass fishing becoming more and more popular, the fish are getting more educated and tougher to catch. The choice of Yozuri's top tournament pros is the new Super Fluoro and Super Braid combination. Made in Yozuri's private factory in Japan, Super Fluoro is designed specifically to be used as leader material and comes in sizes as small as 4-pound test. It's extremely invisible and abrasion resistant. Super Fluoro now gives the advantage back to the fisherman.
In 2009, it all started with this 721 Pro XP and a passion to build the best fishing platform in design, performance, and construction for all of our customers. Through the years, motors have changed. Electronics have changed. But the passion to build the best bass boat possible has not changed. Everyone at Phoenix believes we got it right the first time.
When you go rogue, you make your own fun. No matter what it looks like. Rogue nicotine pouches. Long lasting, great tasting. Go rogue.
A little bit of false hope back there, I guess. We are struggling, kind of in scramble mode, got like 12 pounds. Morning just didn't pan out. There was some fish there, some good ones, just couldn't get them to bite, so acting real funny. And I don't know, just not as many around, and the ones that are around just aren't interested, or they'll come up and peek at it but not bite. So we're just gonna poke our head up here in this bay for a little while. And I caught one
2.5 pounder like immediately. I thought it was gonna be something, but it's only bite I had. But that don't mean we can't run into a couple more. I'm hoping to see a couple on beds. Saw one small one on a bed, a couple other empty beds. The water's only 57 in here, so I'm not expecting there to be a bunch, but there should be a bunch sitting out in the middle at these edges. So we're just gonna work through here, give it a little while, and then gauge it from there and see if we wanna. I definitely gotta be back out on that edge this afternoon. Had some key fish out there every day in the afternoon, but this wind is gonna make it tricky out there. But we got a lot of work to do because this thing is she's slipping away fast. But we're just gonna keep casting. Don't take long if you get around them. All right, we're out of here.
Okay. Bruh, if this is a bass, it's a freaking giant. Where'd he go? Swim away from the tree, brother. He's probably out here spawning on it. There his big chungy is.
Yeah, I'm about to roll, buddy.
We will start the class like that. Well.
Bass fishing isn't just a sport, it's a way of life, and today I want to talk to you about something more important than winning trophies. Hi, I'm Jeff Gustafson, 2023 Bassmaster Classic champion. Join me in supporting Bassmaster's conservation efforts. Scan this QR code to learn how you can make a positive impact. Catch and release isn't just a choice, it's a responsibility. For the love of the sport, for the weekend angler, and for a future Bassmaster Classic champion.
Our SV spool design is made with one thing in mind: casting control. Whether it is casting lightweight baits, skipping, pitching, or casting into the wind, the Tatula SV reels virtually eliminate backlashes when set properly. Now with our groundbreaking technology and innovations, backlashes can be a thing of the past.
Leaders in innovation and anglers at heart. Lew's is founded on a rich heritage of building the best. 70 years of cutting-edge innovation with one goal in mind: to answer the call of passionate anglers who demand reliability, durability, and tournament-level performance. Delivering the best for you to perform at your best, on and off the water.
So we're not all professional anglers. We don't all compete on the biggest stage. But inside us all burns the same fire to be a champion. It's why you get out early, brave the toughest conditions, point the bow toward adventure, and put the hammer down. For whatever trophy or fish or memory you're chasing, count on a Mercury Pro XS outboard, engineered to deliver the speed and reliability you need to power the champion inside you.
Get loud for David Mullins.
The newest addition to the Basscat STS family is here. Introducing the Caracal STS, showcasing aggressive styling, paired with enhanced performance and a continued dedication to raising the bar. Measuring in at 20 feet 2 inches with an ultra-wide 96-inch beam and rated for a 250 to 300 horsepower engine, the Caracal STS boasts agility and speed and is finished with premium features to satisfy any angler. Basscat boats. Feel the rush.
Born in Japan, using technology, innovation, and precision, Sunline produces the widest selection of fishing lines at the most technologically advanced line factory in the world. Manufactured at the strictest tolerances to produce victories at the highest levels of tournament bass fishing. From household names like Christie, Swindle, and Cruz, to young guns like Cook, Logan, New, and Welcher, they all trust Sunline to take them to the top of the leaderboard. Choose the line that will give you the strength to guarantee your confidence. Sunline.
a rush of tournament adrenaline. Nitro, the choice of champion, where performance meets play. Nitro, a big water beast, a pure fishing machine. Nitro, release the champion within.
Yes.
Fishing isn't just a hobby, it's an obsession. Whether it's blazing hot or bitterly cold, bright sunshine, raining, or even snowing, someplace, somewhere, there's a fish that's ready to bite. And as the angler, you need baits that will catch the fish anywhere, anytime, no matter the conditions. From throwing topwaters to cranking the depths, know the baits to throw. Choose Spro.
Think you know fishing? Time to prove it. Bassmaster has 2 fantasy games giving you even more opportunities to win. Play Rapala Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing and the Falcon Rods Bassmaster Drain the Lake Challenge for a chance to win some great prizes, including a $15,000 shopping spree at Bass Pro Shops, a trip to the 2025 Classic, or a fishing trip with Luke Palmer. Every tournament is a chance to win, and there's more than $90,000 in prizes to be won in 2024. You can't win if you don't play, plus it's free. For details, sign up and play all season. Visit BassmasterFantasy.com.
When you go rogue, a top 20 playlist doesn't set the mood. You do. Rogue nicotine pouches. Great taste. No compromises. Go rogue.
Smooth.
Yeah, it's got off to a decent start this morning. They were pretty bitey when I pulled up. First hour and a half or so, really put some decent fish in the box on little plastic strolling bait and on the jerk bait. And things slowed down a little bit. I decided to go explore. Went up shallow and caught one on a jerk bait. And then I started exploring a little bit more in a creek channel. And I always got this big 10-inch glide bait on the deck just to, you never know when it's going to play. It hasn't played for me at all this week in practice or the tournament. But these fish really started reacting well to it. And man, unfortunately, I've missed 3 really big ones. One of them I had on and pinned, full bow in the rod, and he just ate it with not much line out. So that was just unfortunate. Probably 8.5-ish pounder it looked like. And then I had another one way out deep come up and blast it that I think was quite a bit bigger than that one, honestly. But the thing that I do know is they're eating it finally for the first time. And I pretty much, I know I got 19 pounds. I know it's stupid not to just try to get 1 or 2 more pounds and see where that gets me. But I know when that bite window opens with the big bait, we got a chance at 35 plus pounds. We've hooked that today. So we still got 3 hours of fishing, and we're gonna put this bait and everything else in front of as many big ones as we can. And we still got one that's about 3 pounds in the live well. Another one in the live well, it's 3.5. We need to get that out. So once we do that, I think I'll be feeling a little bit better. Those big ones sting, but man, that's part of the game with this big bait. You don't get them all to the boat. little windy. Okay. Yeah, it really is. I guess this wind's keeping people off. All right, let's run back towards the back. I want to get a little shallower grass.
Direction, but unfortunately, I just don't think it's as good as it was. There's some real big balls of, yeah, like nice ball of bait right there. But like normally you'd be able to see some fish. Is there a fish mixed in that ball? Usually you can see the ball kind of move around, and it almost looks like there's a fish mixed. Usually you can see the ball of bait get pushed around if there's a fish there, but I really want the ones that are high up. Like that's a big ball of bait, but no fish around it. No, oh, ooh, what do we got? A little something, something? Nah. The coolest thing yesterday was seeing the cormorants dive down, like that one up high. That's one that we want to try to catch. Unless that kind of looks like it's like floating debris or something. I don't think that's a fish. It is a fish. Small one, just doesn't want to eat though. Doesn't want to eat. Too close to the boat too. Yeah, lots of bait, not many fish. I think we're gonna slide through here pretty quick and then go fish some new water. There's one other spot that's loaded with bait and it's got some bass on it that I'm gonna probably run to.
Toledo Bend, and
then after that,
sitting here with Lee Livesey and Brian New, and the fireworks have already started between those two. So this could be a fiery hour or so. Anyway, y'all been paying attention enough. Really, how do you expect this thing to finish playing out? I mean, Koya's really gotten strong, right? But when we all thought there was going to be 100, we haven't hit that yet. So,
yeah, I think with the change you just made location-wise, it could get ugly, don't you think, Brian? He said he saved this spot for the right conditions from pre-practice, and he went over there and caught a big one already. So if he catches a couple more big ones, it could get bad quick.
Absolutely, yeah. And I'm not a super scoper by any means, but I have done it enough to somewhat understand it. And, you know, this week, I mean, I never looked up. I went to the bank for about 47 minutes and realized I better get my butt back out there. And because that's how everything's going to be won from here on out. And, yeah, so I went back out there. But get where I was going with that, you could tell when you got on fresh fish. And I know Koya, at least the first 2 days, was in the middle of the crowd, or the crowd was around him. When we come around the corner of the mouth of Howson yesterday after we blasted off, it looked like there was 7,000 boats in there. And obviously that creates a lot of pressure, not only the pressure that Koya and all the, you know, our anglers have put on those fish, but, you know, all the other boats. And they're really, you know, even Koya, he may or may not be a robot. I'm not sure. He is just way better than anybody else in the world at scoping. And but obviously it still gets tough on him. And having something fresh to go to is good. And it's scary for the rest of the field. I mean, he's at 97 pounds.
So in a lot of words, he agreed with what I said.
I did. It took a lot of work.
Takes a lot of work, doesn't it?
Sometimes.
So one of the things that he did say, though, Lee, is from here on out. I mean, you know, you caught 100-plus pounds at Fort without forward-facing sonar.
Correct.
Can you not do that now? Are those fish just gone?
You still can. I think I won with 112 and then 113 those back-to-back years, but it's going to take about 123 to 133 this year. And I think you'll have to have live scope to do that.
I think you'll have to have live scope to win.
So you're telling me.
I think it's changed the patterns. It's changed what the fish are doing.
That it's 30-plus every day.
Probably about 6 people. It'd be close.
Ugh, that's scary.
Fork's got them.
Of course, yeah. We all know that.
Weight-wise, not numbers, but
30 plus pounds every day. That's a 6 pound plus average.
Yep. I think we're hooked up. Yeah. Oh, big one. Or it looked big.
Is that Goya? Yeah. Yeah, he's standing like it's big.
It jumped and it looked like a 5 or 6 pounder. He's close to the bank now.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much truth there was to this.
Wow.
That's definitely a good one.
See what a small one is.
I know he had a 4 something earlier.
Swindle told me that the second day that every time he looked over and seen Koya, he was just throwing a 4-pounder over his shoulder.
He's got a 312.
That's bigger than a 312.
Pound and a half bigger.
5.5 or 6?
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Probably.
Wow.
Probably. So, Schlappers.
That was not fat, but it's long.
Shaking
he's gonna weigh it, and he's gonna give us a weight that is gonna be about a half to 3/4 light.
Oh, 6 pounds.
Well, he's telling us kilograms.
Look at that fish. Do you think that fish is post-spawn?
Yeah.
It don't look fat.
Wow.
Oh, there's one on bait. There's one on bait.
How many kilograms you think it was?
There we go.
Is that what they use?
I don't know.
I don't either.
6 bags of rice, I was just told.
Oh, yeah.
Easy. That wasn't a 6 pounder though, was it?
It was pretty big, yeah.
It was big.
Bigger than anything I caught the last 2 days.
He is so good.
He is.
I'm surprised to see him that close to the bank. I don't know if there's a little drain that's pushing in there, if he's in there on some grass or a tree or what, but he definitely made a change, and he has got 2 big ones already.
So that 9.5 that I caught the first day, it was on the grass line. Like it. I caught it.
Oh, 6 just. Yeah.
6. 6 pounder.
Pounds. Okay.
2 pound goal.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's gonna put him at 99-ish. He might break. What time we got?
12, 17.
Close to 3 hours left.
Well, and I mean, I think his weight is a little light already. So he may already have it.
So the one he caught before, he said was a 6, right? And it was a 6.12 in reality. From what I heard through the
was
grapevine.
6. So he's
Wow,
gonna be
great
at
there.
99 pounds.
It's amazing.
Over 99, actually 100.
How do you say great day in Japanese?
すごい日。
Did he break 100 last year?
すごい日。
Where would
He won at
大きな
Champlain.
魚。
Many.
How many people did it?
たくさん。
I don't know.
I feel like 2 did there.
I did not. I do know that.
Well, he's probably
One
going
more
to
6
today
pounder.
and next week.
And over 100 pound. 100 pound.
Good emotions out of him.
Yeah, and I was literally sitting here just fixing to say he doesn't get excited.
You
Century
can
crow.
tell that fish meant a lot to him. He knew it.
Yes.
Yeah.
5.5, 6, 6, 6, 4.
7.5, a 6, a 6, a 6,
And a 4. That's pretty good.
That's 29. So he's saying he's got 29?
Text Jake, he'll tell us. So you scoped all practice?
No, not practice. I tried to fish.
Okay. When you said you went for 45 minutes up shallow, I thought you meant practice.
Nope, that was the first day of the tournament because I had 3 bites on one dock in practice and about 4 or 5 other bites up shallow. And I really thought that was, with that happening the last day, one later in practice. I don't remember if it was the last day. And then the weather, I just thought it was going to happen.
I fished shallow the whole time pretty much. 27.4 is what he's got.
That's a good bag.
27?
This probably isn't refreshed, though.
Yeah.
When are you going to become a super scoper?
Me?
Yeah.
Next week, apparently.
Okay.
I actually did it the last 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. First day I fished shallow, and actually came back and did it the last hour and caught a 4-pounder. And then the second day I did it pretty much the whole day besides an hour, and had about a 7-pounder. That saved my day. No.
Oh, yeah,
scoping.
yeah.
And then I did it all day yesterday. Besides the last hour, I couldn't stand it. I went and swam a jig for about 10 seconds.
I remember them days. It was so fun. Oh my!
They were biting
now
in practice.
We
it's
swim
crazy.
a minnow.
Like the shallow bite wasn't bad, and at the start of practice, it got worse.
Really?
Yeah, I caught 4 to 6 pounders up shallow. Everywhere I went, just that little bitty northern, that little bitty front hurt them, I guess.
One more fish.
I've never seen them this excited. These real finessey guys that are really good at everything like this, they always take so much time. It weirds me out.
Yeah.
And it's just their process. I'm not hating on it.
Yeah, you're not knocking it. It's just what.
Like Jay Shakir, when he catches smallmouth, he'll sit down for like 5 minutes and retie. Get everything exactly right. Him, Taku, Koyo, obviously, they're all the same.
Yeah.
Perfectionists.
Like I am too, but like I'm all about efficiency and doing things very quickly.
No, you had already moved 4 or 5 spots.
Yeah, yeah.
And circled the boat 18 times.
Probably.
In a trot.
And fell down at least once.
And got up really quick.
You do that.
You remember that?
Yeah. Which time?
What?
Lay Lake?
Yes, that's what
I'm the one that saw you at Hartwell that yelled at you. You just
Hartwell.
Yeah, you fell down running in the parking lot.
Yeah, you tried to jump the fence.
No, that was at Lay Lake.
That was at
Oh,
Lake.
was that Lake?
Right after he
I
got
jumped
hurt
that
at the
too.
Classic.
Yeah.
I saw him running through the parking lot at Hartwell.
Well, I'm
at
getting
the Classic.
older. I fall quicker, easier. So I turned 20. I wish 34. Whatever, a couple days. Wednesday. Swear. Tuesday, I didn't have a gray hair. I got up, went and brushed my teeth, looked in the mirror. I had 3 gray hairs in my beard.
That's not age. That's live scope.
Yes, that is. Yep, that's not age. That's live scope.
So obviously he's got a lot of fish around him. He didn't hardly move anywhere, and he's already casting at something. In the area that I fished, man, I didn't see that many fish. I would go forever without seeing a fish to throw at.
So, from at least what I can't tell you exactly what he's doing, but from what I've seen this week and what it looks like is going on here, he's up close to the bank. Thought he was going to talk. I feel like he's fishing a grass edge. That doesn't mean it's necessarily that deep. He could be sitting in 15. He could be sitting in 20, 25. I would say he's probably closer to that 15 range. And I would assume it's a grass line. That great big one, it was a grass line. And it was a good ways off the bank, and it was just in a drain. But so, had them grass line fish, but then you also had like actual original creek channel fish. You just get out there and follow it. I don't think he's done that a lot, at least what I've seen him during the tournament. And of course here it looks like he's stayed closer up there to either those drains or
yeah, he was in Indian
grass line
mounds.
stuff.
Jordan Lee.
Huh. Fishing. This is what we used to do, Lee.
I like this. Jordan Lee
like
with a bait caster. Back of a pocket. Well, he scared me for a minute those first couple of days. I thought Jordan Lee was going to come back and win the first one.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he does win one this year.
He will,
Or
probably two of them.
Or 4.
It's going to be hard to beat at Smith Lake.
Yeah.
And
I thought about that.
Wherever we're going on the Tennessee River. Wheeler.
That name that's just a terrible name altogether. In so many different ways.
Toledo Bend is an awesome lake to fish. I mean, you can go north, south, everywhere in between.
It is. So this is my first time here. You know, it's got a lot of trees. It's got a lot of boat lanes. It's got a lot of water. It's got a lot of beautiful shallow stuff. I mean, you got shallow grass, you got shallow wood, shallow docks, bushes, stained water, clear water. Fish in 112 foot of water. You can do it all. But if you want to win, better scope.
Some big ones did get caught shallow this week. Brad Whiteley caught him 11.5 flipping a bush in practice.
So did they pay overall big fish for the tournament?
Yeah.
I hope nobody catches a 9.8 or a 9.9.
No, I think it just goes through the first 2 days, right? Or 3 days.
So they pay each day big fish and overall?
I do not know that.
Yeah, I think so.
Y'all better not be lying to me. I think I just made more money.
Man, you're buying lunch.
I've never won big bass in an elite. It blows
So
my mind.
I think when I won it to St. John's, I'd have got big bass the last day. I'm pretty sure I did, but that's it. Other than like Thursday nighters, I won very few big bass events or whatever. I guess it's event, but. So this Robert G, G, I'm not 100% sure how to say it. It's G, I'm being told by my elders. And, you know, he's a rookie, and obviously he knows what he's doing out here.
I think he's the only one up here, right?
I don't know where he is.
I think he's the only one up here kind of in Negrete area.
Yep.
One of the anglers is. I think it's Robert.
Yeah, that's him.
He's the only one that's been away from that crowd besides Milliken going to Pirates Cove.
He's focusing on bait fish in a creek.
I think we're going to G.
Well, they've got him down there now on the camera or on the map. They've got him down there.
I mean, I can see it so little. I don't know where he's at. They're at. Where is that?
That's right in the juice.
That's Indian Mounds.
Okay.
To the right, or up to the right.
He's just outside of Hurricane towards the main river channel.
I don't even know where Hurricane is.
That's where you fished the whole time, probably.
I fished in. Is it? What's the name? Housing.
Yeah, Housing.
Housing and 6 Mile.
Hurricane's the biggest cove.
On the right.
First one.
Okay, yeah.
Well, apparently he's out in the open water.
Yeah, that's unusual. We've been mostly seeing him back, tucked away back in the back.
Looks like spinnerbait water to me.
Yeah, so, yeah, I can't speak for everybody else, but it's hard to scope in that right there. You know, it is possible.
So all you can do when it's like that is look for one of those high aggressive floaters that you're going to one cast.
I mean, that's kind of
all
I can do.
That's all I can do. But every now and then you'll get one of those great big ones that's 5 to 8 foot down, and if you get it anywhere close to them, they're going to eat it. So that's about all I could do like that.
Yeah, but man, these super scopers, they can do it.
Oh yeah,
that's
all they do. It's amazing.
Like they hit their target every time, no matter what, and you know, I am definitely, I guess you could say I'm
expert.
A little on the hating side of the scope, but I will never, nor have I ever, said that they just jump in the boat.
Would you vote for or against having it? Because I know what you voted. I want to see if you're going to be honest with the word.
I thought for over a week. I just got really loud. I thought for over a week before I voted.
Okay.
And I voted to.
Took me about 1 second.
I do regret my voting.
Okay. I just wanted you to remember that.
I think a lot of people regret their votes that they've made over their lifetime, certain times. But, yeah, I would change it. I would change it.
All right, guys, we're going to take a break from the Bassmaster Lead at Toledo Bend, presented by Gamakatsu. Thank y'all, guys. We'll see you soon.
More trash talking.
Introducing the most powerful Tacoma ever.
Shut the front
with
door!
the shut the front door handle. Also known as the
Seriously Rob.
handle.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Or the whoa, 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 whoa handle. And even
No me gusta.
the no me gusta handle. Standard on the all-new Toyota Tacoma.
We believe in bass fishing, but we believe in bass catching even more. We make products for hardcore anglers. We design, build, test, and redesign until it's right. We cut our teeth on 15-pound fluoro and 30-pound braid. We only admit to bleeding when we get bass though. We're here for serious anglers. We are serious anglers because those of us that earn this badge are untouchable. We are Bass Mafia.
Buy more, save more with Lowrance. Are you ready to take your fishing to the next level? Get a huge rebate of up to $4,000 when you purchase selected gear from Lowrance and a whole range of leading marine brands. Scan the on-screen code or visit Lowrance.com to level up your boat today.
It's the moment when everything is on the line and precision, power, and control make all the difference. A moment over 20 years in the making, anchored on loyalty, trust, and support that goes beyond all expectations. A relentless pursuit of perfection. All born from a revolutionary idea to help you rule the water. Power Pole.
A lot of our customers are guys that are sitting in a takeoff every Saturday morning and using their AVX as a platform to go win some serious money.
This is not your grandpa's old aluminum boat.
Of course, with the Vexus, I was expecting a good ride. I was not expecting to be as smooth as it was and as quick out of the hole.
It comes out of the hole like butter. It shoots just like a bullet. It takes waves amazing. You can't tell the difference between a fiberglass and an aluminum.
It's a boat that's going to surprise the heck out of you.
Growing up, I used to watch them every Sunday on ESPN.
We've had our leaders trying to hang on for dear life. We've had some other anglers make a furious charge in some cases.
And to be able to fish the Elite Series, truly means everything to me because I've truly set my whole life up to do this.
In the top 10 fishing championship Sunday, it all comes down to this.
And I feel like now I'm there fishing against the best in the world.
The Yamaha VMAX V6 SHO continues to deliver the level of performance that pro bass and multi-species anglers demand. Underneath a bold and aggressive new look, an upgraded charging system with 40% more charging power meets the amped-up demand for today's advanced electronics. The VMAX SHO, raw power, reliability, and exhilarating performance for every angler who loves the sport enough to invest in the best. Yamaha, reliability starts here.
Welcome to Minnow King. How can I help you?
Everything looks good. I'm friggin' starving, man. Been spawning all morning.
Ugh, TMI, bro. What do you want?
I'll take a Crush City freeloader and gizzard shad.
Anything to drink?
Water.
Pull ahead, please. Welcome to Minnow King.
We're going to have what he's had.
Yeah, throw me in a net BLT, too.
Pull ahead, please.
Calm down. Quit feeding so much. Hey, man, I'm trying to, man. If you overfeed him, he's going to hide under a log.
When you go rogue, a top 20 playlist doesn't set the mood. You do. Rogue nicotine pouches. Great taste. No compromises. Go rogue.
Wow.
Time I got to Bassmaster a little precursor of what we'll see at Lake Fork, coached by Lee Livesey, our guest today, and Brian New are actually our host. This is the Angler Show, and we're having a spirited discussion on all fronts.
Yeah, they even had to tell me the mics were hot. You know,
Yeah,
why do you tell me that? Why?
Because you are the young one, and you make young mistakes.
Liability.
Yeah, yes, I am a liability.
No doubt.
Yeah,
So
you never know what you're going to get.
So the winds.
But you do know it's going to be the truth.
The wind's picking up. It's 12:30, Brian. This is a bite window coming up right here. That early mid-afternoon, somebody's going to start catching some big fish, I think. But what is this wind going to do to the guys that are out live scoping in the open water?
They're not going to be nearly as efficient. It's going to be a lot harder to see. It's going to be a lot harder to hit the target. And then once you hit that target, it's going to be, it's just going to be harder to give it the right presentation, at least for me.
Right. I mean, even since I got here, the wind's picked up a lot. It's ripping out of the south, maybe a little southwest, and that's the direction all of them are coming from, besides one of them maybe.
It looks like it's got a little east to it.
Is that what it is?
I mean,
Yeah,
it's straight south.
southeast.
It's definitely
It's
south.
blowing. It's blowing
It's howling.
nonetheless. And
That's going to change some things is what I'm saying. With Koyo already having 27 fours, what we have them now, I mean, it's going to be tough to go out there and scope and catch 2 or 3 big ones just because of the wind. And these guys are specialists. Obviously, they're in the top 10, but it's definitely going to make it more difficult. That's why I think you see a couple of the guys going up bed fishing. You saw Chris and Pat up there bed fishing or looking for him. And we just saw Jordan up there chunking around, but he's looking at the same time. So,
yeah.
Koyo again. Looks like he's just outside of the same drain in Indian Mountains, maybe. He definitely had a fish in there a minute ago that he was chasing that he couldn't catch. He might be trying to find that same fish.
So we're pretty sure he's going to keep doing that. And you just kind of outlined how some of the other guys are doing.
Pretty sure.
Totally changed gears. And you live here, close enough here. How quickly can Jordan Lee put something together, chunking and winding up there in a bank, or Pat find something hitting it? I mean, how possible is that? Is that a real gamble, or is that something that could?
No,
tell me the likelihood.
It's a gamble, but that's how people win. Winners win by taking chances, and they might have ran out of fish, they might have just got bored out there or whatever. But Koyo is going to do that the rest of the day. He's not going to change. But Pat just felt whatever, whether it needed a break or what. But to answer your question, it takes 5 casts for somebody chunking and winding and one group of fish that they see a bunch of females that lock on. Those females will lock on instantly, a whole group of them. Within 30 minutes. I've been sitting on 8 or 9 beds with males locked on. You can catch them, and the females will be swimming behind you and swimming through, and then whatever clicks, literally in 15 or 20 minutes, every female will be on beds. But there's one over there on that one. Now there's one on that one. They'll lock on, and you can catch them. So we're talking about a 20-minute frame for either one. Jordan could find a group of fish in the grass, cranking it, or whatever he's doing, winding a bait, and catch 30 pounds that quick. We're in Texas, Toledo Bend. It's full of big fish.
Oh, that looks so cool.
Now we got Jay Lee flipping a bush.
Dobbing the bush. Oh, that looks so fun. It's been a while since I've got to do that.
Now, I don't think you can catch 30 flipping bushes in that area right now. There's some areas up north that you could get right quick for sure.
But you did say that Brad Watley caught 11-pounder flipping in practice.
He was about 40 miles from there, though.
Okay.
Different and I'm not saying they don't live down there in those bushes too, but there's some really good stuff up north now that man, I thought it was going to be good. I went up there and caught big ones in practice, and it just fizzled out on me in the tournament.
So, Schlapper and Palmer, I'm 99% sure were fishing the same thing for, the same place for the last 3 days, and they are both, I don't know if they have both abandoned ship. I know Schlapper has, but they are both struggling. Palmer's got 10.5, and Schlapper's got 11.5. So I know when I said it a minute ago, when we come around the corner, there was a whole lot more boat pressure there yesterday. I think there was a couple local tournaments going on. And, I'm sure the pressure had a lot to do with it, but, maybe those fish finally moved and went and done what they were supposed to this time of year and got up on the bank and started getting a little lovey-dovey.
Yeah, there's definitely fish moving up. There was fish caught off beds this week, but a lot more coming up. Jordan talking to some locals.
Look at all those spinning poles.
Yeah, just the wind. That wind picking up is going to make it hard for these guys to jump back in this, I think, just personally.
It doesn't hurt the shallow stuff. Maybe if you're sight fishing, it might a little, according to where you're at. But we're talking. I thought I heard him. Going out on a limb, making an adjustment. That's how you win tournaments, and changing and doing something completely different. That's what we're kind of talking about there. But sticking with your guns, kind of like Koya, we know he's going to do. He's kind of going out on a limb too, just hoping that he runs into the right. Well,
he already has.
He already has, yeah. But
he's got him. Pat needs 2 bites. We're in Texas, Louisiana border. That's 1 bite. He's 9 something back, I think.
9-10.
Yeah, that's 1 bite. You caught a 9/8 this week, right?
I did.
There you go.
It was pretty cool.
So he could beat your big bass.
I hope he don't, though. But he could. What's the big bass next week?
12-6.
For
no
real?
Kidding.
Mm-hmm.
For real?
Yep.
You already got him pinned up?
No, Milliken does.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
Oh, hooked up shallow.
Uh-oh, Bubba.
Oh, it's a big one, too. Boat flip him. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, violation.
That was.
Oh, wait. Never mind.
That felt weird to see someone catch one on a bait caster. Hey, I did catch a lot of fish on 20-pound tests this week, just so everybody knows.
I did not.
There are still people with bait casters.
I've got a lot of them. They just didn't get a lot of use.
Got another one?
I didn't bite at the boat.
Chatterbaiting or?
Gotta be.
Catching fish is fun.
Black and blue chatter plug. I think.
With my depth finders off. Even better.
Sometimes you just need a mental break.
Yes.
I do got the time on. I'm ready. I think a big one.
These winding fish down here are very time related, timing related, I should say. So I just don't see winding something like that and catching a big bag and coming back this time of day. They like to bite real early on a spot.
You're talking about shallow on the bank fish.
Not necessarily on the bank, but just shallow fish, cranking, trapping, chatterbaiting, swim baiting, whatever you're doing, And it's usually not just trolling motor down like this. It's pulling up on a little pinch point, back of a drain, point of a drain, swing, whatever it is. And you catch them in one spot every cast. Like I had one little pinch point up on this end of the lake that I thought I was going to catch a big bag out of the grass. But it was an exact cast deal. Now, it didn't happen in the tournament, but...
Man, I used to find places like
hooked
that
up
all
again.
the time.
This one looks a little bit better.
His pole is definitely being a little more.
No.
But not a lot.
No, he is running into some bucks.
That's the size that I caught when I went shallow. What do you think a limit of them will do next week?
However many people we got.
Huh.
So you're saying that'll be last place? 100.
It's Fork's tough, man. It doesn't have the numbers, so there'll be a couple guys only catch a couple fish. Trust me. Hope it's not me.
I hope I'm not part of that party. I wouldn't be surprised, though.
The first year we were there, I weighed 4 fish the second day.
He did.
Yep.
And you'd never seen such a heartbroken. So.
Oh yes, I have.
Just yes, looking in the mirror.
Yes, sir. Yeah. But hey, whenever it's going, it's going. Whether it's good or bad, it's going.
Got another one, man.
This is pretty cool. This is fishing.
I'm about to go get in the boat. Looks like he's chunking around some primrose underwater.
I'll do this all
So
day
that was
long.
kind of my pattern.
I mean, in hopes of
That's a
catching
better
a good one.
Just a chunk. A lot of the guys I know that were catching them shallow, kind of in my same zone, were concentrating on those primrose that were just barely underwater, kind of matting up.
Yeah.
They were just almost a little too deep. You got in the right depth zone of them, you could catch some fish.
I love fishing that stuff this time of year. I've caught some great big ones. Well, not like Texas great big ones, but like Carolina great big ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Actually, I weighed 380 on a Carolina rig the first day.
That's not a big one, Lee.
It was that day.
Okay.
I think it was the biggest one I had.
Well, 3.
Oh, no, I caught one scope when I came back.
Yeah. The Super Scoper Lee.
Man, I caught like 5 bass on it this week. I'm getting up there.
Yeah, you are.
So it's good to have Jordan Lee back, and thank you for going to the bank and setting the hook a couple times.
Giving
Feels
us
good.
A little break there.
Is he throwing a chatter or a swim jig? I couldn't tell.
You younger guys are going to have to see that.
What?
What he's throwing.
Brian probably doesn't know what that is.
If it's a lure that's made publicly, I know what it is.
Do you want
if I see it.
Do you want to publicly tell everybody what you spent on tackle 2 years ago?
No.
No?
2
Okay.
years ago. How about every year?
No, 2 years ago, I think you got in trouble.
I got in trouble every year. But
he must be throwing a chatterbait.
It's got to be.
Yeah, it looked like he was grabbing a chatterbait trailer.
Yeah.
Dipping the tail with some garlic on it? Come on. Now we're getting back right.
Little truce. Oh, I love that.
Got a dining tan.
Green pumpkin.
A little bit of a brim look there, I guess.
The water's real clear down there, so it's definitely green pumpkin water down there.
I had like 8 chatterbaits tied on for here, and I have 8 chatterbaits tied on for fork, and I sure hope I get to throw it.
Some of these guys caught some fish chatterbait. I know Luke caught some, and some of those other guys down there actually did catch some fish the first couple of days on chatterbaits down in that zone. Just a little back, whether it was before or after, I don't know, but they definitely weighed some fish doing it.
Well, and for those of you watching, just realize that you don't have to have a live scope to come over here and have a good day of fishing.
No, you can catch a lot of fish shallow right now. We had a couple bad days with that front. Jordan hooked up again, little buck.
Gosh, this is pretty cool.
They're going.
They're little, but
you can tell they're going back to the bank. Before we got here on the fishing reports online, I mean, they were catching 50, 60, 70 fish a day in a foot of water. So
really,
it was good the first day, even when it was cold. I was catching big ones up there, and quite a bit. It just fizzled out for a couple days for some reason. He's kind of.
So what we're on like 5 bucks right here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, at least, yeah, in like 4 minutes.
Yeah.
They're coming. He doesn't have the best conditions to get a bite this time of day up there shallow from a big
Look
one.
at there.
What were you saying?
I thought he really said one. That's the same deal.
I mean, it's almost every other cast.
Yeah, if this was every fish counts, he would be doing great.
Oh. but it's not.
Thankfully.
Thank God.
Big shout out to Kamikaze.
I would love for him to hook up with a big female right now.
I would too.
They're going to be flooding where he's at.
Huh?
So they're going to be flooding in there where he's at.
Yeah.
Do you know this place?
No, I don't know Toledo Bend at all. But I know what zone he's in. It's all the same little drains. But he's fishing the inside of that. He's fishing that inside edge where the primrose are. There's probably a line of primrose just about 10 feet from the bank all the way around there that are submerged, barely coming up. That he's kind of coming from the hard bank to the primrose with hydrilla underneath his boat probably.
So is this kind of typical water level? A little higher?
This lake goes up and down. You know, they can drop it real quick. 30 days ago it was about 3 foot low, and
I didn't know that.
I haven't looked at it the last couple of days. I had a bite, but it went back up to full pool, and they dropped it down a little bit. I'm sure since we got here.
I've covered numerous tournaments here, and it's never been the same.
Yeah, it can be really high, and it can be really low.
Yeah.
From numerous decades too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Young ass.
You know I love you, Bowman. That's all I got. Nothing.
Well, I'm going to tell you, one of the scariest places I've ever been is Toledo Bend when it was low.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Let's not go there. Never mind. It can be scary.
It can be real scary when you realize how many trees you're sitting on top of.
So I'm betting Koya's got 100 pounds.
Yeah.
Saying
there's no
99
doubt.
for
100%.
Yeah.
He's got
he's
century belt.
Probably about 102. Doesn't look like anybody's caught much. I thought Milliken was going to get on a run there for a minute when he started catching them jerking up there, and it fizzled out. Hopefully somebody makes a run here. It's still 1 o'clock, so we got 2 hours almost.
So part of that deal too is that there has been a definite flush of fish or a catching of fish from 1 o'clock to 2:30.
And it's just when those females get active again, just this time of year, whatever it is, whether they're pulling up to the bank or pulling up to sun or just getting active to eat. Here we're going to Bend and Pirates Cove right now. It's just, I catch a lot of my biggest fish, middle afternoon part of the day this time of year. Looks like Ben's got a big bait out.
Don't want a glider? Maybe?
Yep.
Or a big jerk bait.
No,
trees.
That's a glide bait. Was a glide bait. Grabbing the spinning pole and stick. Come on, Ben.
Let's pick up the crappie jig.
So Ben usually has way more rods on his deck than that. Some of them must have flown off the boat. You like pickled quail eggs? New?
I never tried them, but I'm going to go ahead and say no.
That surprises me.
Yeah, I'm kind of a picky eater. I mean,
Really?
I've got a pretty good gut going, but
I figure you'd hammer anything at a gas station.
Ben says his secret sauce is pickled quail egg. He broke them out. He actually drank the juice.
Yeah, I'm going to pass on that one.
He even didn't like that. I saw it in his face. It's a nice jersey, though, Milliken.
I'm just going to tell you straight up, James Overstreet will eat a pickled egg in a heartbeat.
Oh, I will, too. I love pickled okra, pickled quail eggs, anything.
Yeah.
I figured Brian was going to be on the same page. That kind of disappoints me.
Yeah, well, I disappoint a
You'd
lot of
probably
people
eat a
in life.
Vienna sausage, though.
Yeah.
See? Then what's your problem?
Potted meat? Well, how about that? You know anything about that?
Then you ought to eat a quail egg.
No.
Much better for you.
Oh, probably so.
How I think what?
A lot less sodium.
But you need to put a little salt on it. Put a little Tony Sasher. Put a little Tony Sasher.
Yeah, right now I'm just kind of
really
looking around for some newer areas because it seems like every time I roll into a new area that's fresh, the fish are a lot more bitey. I think maybe they just pulled up into those areas and knotheads like me haven't been beating on the same fish the entire week. But it's been tough. I haven't caught fish in a while. Not to say they aren't biting. I just haven't got them to the boat. But I know that I need to get some good quality bites this afternoon. We still got a decent amount of fishing time here, and I'm giving my fish a break that were real hot on those glide baits just a little bit longer. I kind of realized, I At this point, I'm willing to try to get giant ones because I'm willing to get 7th place trying to win this thing. I don't really care to get 3rd or 4th. You know, if you're not first, you're last, right?
No, you can be 2nd or 3rd or 4th. You could even be 6th, Bobby. Ricky.
That's my worst fear, getting 2nd place at an event.
Hey, it pays a lot better than 3rd.
Yeah, why is that your worst fear?
Oh, man, that would just heartbreak.
Because you didn't win.
Yep. So it sounded like Ben said he's trying to find some fresh fish. When he gets in a new area, he says they're biting a lot better. So he's covering some new ground, it sounds like.
So evidently Pirates Cove is a pretty big place too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Especially when you got it to yourself.
Fishing with my buddy Joe, who's, like I said, following in the camera boat back there. He drove down from Iowa to watch the tournament, so that's pretty awesome. We do all sorts of stupid stuff, and he's constantly buying ridiculous stuff from gas stations, and I think he picked up a jar of quail eggs, and he forced me to eat some with him, and we ended up winning that tournament. So ever since then, it's either quail eggs or it's, obscene pickled items from gas stations that, you kind of got to speak it into existence sometimes with fishing. That's why we've been successful in tournaments together, is all the odd things we find at gas stations, right?
I know what Brian knew was about to go by.
Negative.
You didn't just hear him?
Huh?
Did you not just hear him?
Yeah, I don't really
Advantage.
believe in people's
Advantage Milligan.
voodoo.
Voodoo's for real, man.
Yeah, not for me, it's not.
I've been around Ben quite a bit. He's a different character.
I've been around him not.
He's a good dude. He's a really good fisherman.
No, I was excited.
He's obviously a good fisherman.
Yeah. We did a couple wild western Texas road trips that were disasters.
Is that how his swim bait got the name?
No, not that. Not that part of it. We did like 4 lakes in one day. Didn't catch anything. It was just he catches a lot of big fish, but he does a lot of trial and error of not catching anything to put together his shows. But yeah, maybe a little bit.
What about the action?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, Milliken has really not disappointed. He may be disappointed, but he's not disappointed. I mean, he's had a good event.
Absolutely.
And, the day's not over. Like these guys are out hunting. You can tell Ben's on the look. He's looking for a fresh group of fish. Somebody's gonna find another group of 2 to 3 bites to get. It just depends what size they are. Something's gonna happen in this next hour and a half.
Yeah, I mean they've got 2 hours, to be back, and it's not over until it's over.
Pat's just a couple bites away. Ben's a couple bites away. I like what Ben's doing. Covering some water, but keeping his confidence baits in his hands, big bait, hover rig, stuff like that.
Well, we're going to see what happens in the next 5 minutes. We're going to go to a break, and then we're going to come back and close this thing out. But I want to see what happens in the next 5 to 10 minutes, and then we're going to, if y'all will stick around for another 10 or 15, it'd be great.
It's going to cost you.
Yeah.
It always does.
Another 10 or 15.
Yeah. So, we'll be right back.
Discover the Dakota Lithium DL Plus 135 amp-hour battery. With dual-purpose 135 amp-hour deep cycle capacity and an impressive 1,000 cold cranking amps, this innovative battery is equipped with even heat technology, allowing charging even in temperatures below 32 Fahrenheit, and boasts power gauge Bluetooth connectivity for real-time monitoring. Dakota Lithium, engineered to power your passion from bow to stern.
The best of the best just got better. Clearer images, sharper resolution, improved target separation. That's right, better. LiveScope Plus, only from Garmin.
Hunger is contagious with Bass. Playing off a fish's instincts, the Hydro Wave incorporates recorded sound vibrations that a fish would naturally hear or feel, provoking them to act.
Look at that. Look, look, look.
Pre-programmed with sounds and settings that let you fine-tune what the fish hears.
Gosh, what I bite.
Whether you're matching the hatch,
Look at that thing.
presenting something new, or just trying to dial up the excitement when you found a school, the Hydro Wave provokes for extra bites.
It's time to buy Save Fish, now until March 31st. Skeeter is offering rebates of up to $5,000 on 2023 and 24 models, or your choice of Yamaha factory financing, with rates as low as 4.99% or 5.99% with 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 90 days for qualified buyers. With Buy Save Fish, there's never been a better time to get into a new Skeeter boat. But this fantastic offer won't last long, so stop into your local Skeeter Boats dealer today before this deal gets away. Skeeter Boats. Eat, sleep, fish.
New Mega Live Imaging shows you what's below in real time with edge-to-edge clarity and no gaps in coverage, all so you can turn must-watch detail into non-stop action. Only from Humminbird. AFCO. Any fish, any water.
Have you considered purchasing new electronics for your rig? The type of mounts you choose to protect your investment should be part of the decision-making process. No matter if you prefer 1, 2, or 3 graph mounts up front, Beatdown Outdoors has a solution for you. Adjustable, versatile, rigid, and made in the USA. What's your ultimate electronics setup? Check out the full selection of Beatdown Outdoors products. And remember, you can't beat a beatdown.
When there's miles of water in front of you and hundreds of feet below, you need a boat with the chops to dominate, no matter the conditions. With the strength and technology to overcome the elements and the competition. Ranger Boats, still building legends, one at a time.
That's like an 11, actually.
Tugboat! With the sport of bass fishing becoming more and more popular, the fish are getting more educated and tougher to catch. The choice of Yozuri's top tournament pros is the new Super Fluoro and Super Braid combination. Made in Yozuri's private factory in Japan, Super Fluoro is designed specifically to be used as leader material and comes in sizes as small as 4-pound test. It's extremely invisible and abrasion resistant. Super Fluoro now gives the advantage back to the fisherman.
In 2009, it all started with this 721 Pro XP and a passion to build the best fishing platform in design, performance, and construction for all of our customers. Through the years, motors have changed. Electronics have changed. But the passion to build the best bass boat possible has not changed. Everyone at Phoenix believes we got it right the first time.
When you go rogue, you make your own fun, no matter what it looks like. Rogue nicotine pouches, long-lasting, great tasting. Go rogue.
Hi, welcome back to the Bassmaster Elite. Lee Phoenix up here with Lee Livesey, Brian New, and while we were talking about other things earlier, the young one was chattering about, Schlappert moved into second. He moved into second with a 2.5 pounder. Not much, right? But it moved him up. I mean, he's eking that way, but I mean, 1 or 2 big fish, and he could really make a big difference, possibly, whatever. I mean, he's got room to grow. Go ahead and look at that. But I want you guys to kind of explain how this actually could go down. If not, Koya catches another big one.
He did.
He did.
He
Koya
did.
just cold up.
He just
he
a
really?
pound, 100 pounds,
He's
4
got
ounces.
28.4, so he went a pound up. So he must have caught a 5.
Lord have mercy.
He's over 100 pounds, so it's probably more like 102, 103 if I had to guess.
Yeah. Yeah, but, Slapper, he's got a limit for 12-10. He's 9-10 back with what Koya has. That's not a big bag here.
That's exactly
a
what he was
bag.
behind before he cold up.
Yeah. I mean, that happens so quick. He makes a cast and misses his target and catches a 9.8 like I did the first day. He does that and he gains probably 7 pounds. He does that one more time and catches a 4-pounder. There he is.
So, I mean, and the likelihood, if I held a gun to your head and said, I need you to go out there and catch 2 fish that basically weigh together 11 pounds.
I would be dead.
You would be dead.
Yeah, I'd be dead today.
I probably would too. If you gave me all day, I'd probably do it. But
well, I'm talking about for the next 2 hours.
It can happen in 2 casts here.
Yeah.
Any of these guys that are, within striking distance.
So what caliber are you holding
4 or
to, man?
5.
What caliber would you like held to your head?
Air.
An air caliber, huh?
Yeah, I don't know if that's a thing, but we're going to call it.
Yeah, you need to stick to the fishing game, son.
So, Jordan Lee's moved up 2 places with 13 now.
Koyo's making it hard to catch him. He just keeps catching him, man. That's awesome.
He does. He's sticking to his guns, and he's not running out of ammo.
No, that was a great move going to that little, not that it was very far. It was just right around the corner from Hurricane into Indian Mounds is where he went earlier. I'm guessing that's where he still is. And has caught 3 big ones since he's been in there.
So, I don't know if the place I was going late in the day, really on my way back, and spending very little time. I think that was the Indian Mounds. I don't really know this place, but I seen a lot of bait. Those fish were on bait
right.
Whenever I got in that area. The fish I was on,
closer to the main river channel.
Yeah. I mean, it was those pockets and arms
just
and ditches.
In general. Location.
Yeah.
You get a lot of bait from the main lake coming right there.
But you could see the fish actually following the bait. I wasn't seeing that, in housing in 6 Mile.
Who is this right here?
Slapper, maybe? Possibly.
I can't
Yeah,
tell
I think
with
that
the
is
sun.
Pat. It's either Pat or...
Yeah.
Okay, that's Pat.
He's got out the butt seat.
I like it.
Is he? Yeah, I think is he scoping or fishing?
He's scoping.
Yeah. He's shaking that minnow.
Shaking that minnow.
Come on, Pat. Let's get some fireworks going.
Uh-oh.
Hooked up.
Might be a better one.
Definitely going to help.
Let's make it interesting at least, Pat.
Nope.
No, not going to help.
Never mind.
Well,
Spot.
It was exciting for a second. Thank you for the excitement,
I
Slapper.
put that in the live well yesterday.
Yes. The first 3 I caught yesterday were shorts. I didn't know they were born short here.
I weighed a spotted bass yesterday, if that tells you anything.
Ooh, you suck, Lee.
It was a big spotted bass.
How big?
It's about a pound and a half. It actually weighed 198. I weighed it.
Are there any spots in Fork?
No.
Thank God.
So Pat's done his homework. He's really invested into live scoping, or I don't know what brand he runs, but he's gotten really good over the last couple of years. You can tell he's put his time in and practiced a lot. He's been doing really good the last 2 years.
Yeah, he has.
Especially utilizing his forward-facing sonar.
Yeah, I mean, I still think, there's a lot of arguments about it, and I have arguments about it as well, but the cream still always rises to the top. And, I mean, he caught him. He did good when we were fishing, when that's all we were doing. I think, didn't he? Where did he almost win a couple of years?
He did really good at Seminole last year.
Seminole, Santee, I think.
Yeah, Santee too.
But, here he is. You
can tell the last 2 years his confidence is on the rise.
Yeah.
big time.
And that is huge. You know, it's
all fishing is, and livestock.
It is. Well, you know what the saying is nowadays: if you're not scoping, you're hoping.
Is that it?
I scope and hope at the same time. Like
you were hoping before you
multitasking.
scoped.
Yeah, I was hoping. Yeah. Now I'm scoping and hoping. So saying Robert's got big bass, what is it? A 6'8"?
Got a 6'8" earlier, but Koyo's got a 7.
Yeah, I think Koyo's got that big.
We're going.
As long as
You're
there's
still
not a
worried
9.
about that 9-pounder.
I am. I think y'all lied to me. I think there's probably not an overall big fish, but I sure hope there is. A 12-13, huh? Or 12-6. 12-6. Yeah.
This is Robert, correct?
Big Robert.
Yeah.
Looks like he's made a move above the bridge. Looks like he might have went in Lannan. I couldn't tell.
In what?
A creek up above the bridge.
What's it called?
Can't tell you.
Oh.
You'll be starting in there next year.
Yeah. Are we coming? We coming back?
I hope.
I gotta go get your waypoints real quick.
You don't want mine. Wrong lake.
Well, I figured you already put fork in there. So
I don't know waypoints in my
yeah,
drive.
well, I guess that's true.
Really? No waypoints on port?
I delete my waypoints every year.
Let me sell them.
We can do that. That's what I'm going to do when I retire. Just
There's
sell waypoints.
Yeah. Yeah. I got some I won't sell, but I've got a lot that I will.
I'm going to have a bunch of 20-pound tests to sell, too.
I want your 20-pound test.
Yeah.
And your bait casters.
So
I told Brian Thrift yesterday that I'd sell him. Now I've got a whole lot of fishing tackle, like a whole lot. Told him I'd sell everything that I own for $150,000. He can have it all, except for my jig heads and my minnows. He didn't buy it though.
I guess
he's got it.
I'm sure he does.
Thrift's got the money right
And that'd be a pretty good deal, probably. If you look at my bank statements.
So it looks like Robert made a little move looking for some fresh fish, kind of like Milliken was talking about, maybe a little calmer. I think he was in one of the guys in Negreton. It's probably pretty rough in the mouth of there. I'm not sure where he was fishing, but if he was out towards the main, it's rolling in there right now. So it might have been a forced move.
Yeah, I mean, you can see, I don't think he had his butt seat up there earlier, did he? You know.
No, he's had his butt seat all days.
Okay.
So he's
oh, yeah, he's just up here.
Yeah.
I see.
So you look at those guys real quick. Y'all been looking at Bass Track. Wrap this thing up in a little bow for everybody. I mean, you know, if you're going to take Koya out of the mix, Koya's going to do what Koya's going to do, and maybe the fight
He's doing it right now.
He's hooked up.
Yeah,
Same.
And
drain.
he's got another
big
big
one.
one. Oh my goodness!
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh wow. There goes 9-9. 9-9.
So that's the same exact drain, I think, that he was chasing that fish after he caught the last big one.
What do you say?
It's a heart attack.
You come eat a pizza now.
That's going to put him over 30, I think.
Oh, yeah.
What's this small one?
Yeah.
5 even.
Biggest today?
Wow.
Yes. 6.5? Yeah.
6.5.
Wow.
Wow. Another pound and a half.
Good day.
Yeah. So let's take him out of the
That's
mix.
30.
Got some Whiskey Myers jamming in the background.
I heard that.
Shout out Whiskey Myers.
We got Robert G. and Pat Slapper battling it out.
And you got to keep Milliken in there.
And Milliken.
He's only got 19. He catches 2 big ones. He's up there around the 30 mark, but Koyo is wrapping this thing up tight.
Yeah, you said put a bow on it. He just did.
What a great move he made.
I'm pretty certain he did. What's he writing
Believe
down?
myself.
He's doing voodoo.
So who's going to finish second?
Probably Pat.
Yeah, I mean, because Milliken and Robert both have decent bags, or good bags, I should say. Pat does
Pat
not.
still has
and
room to grow.
Yeah, a lot of room.
Yeah, Pat's the one with room to grow, just a fish or two, and he's way up there.
But it would take a special kind of miracle for anyone to catch koi at the moment.
It's 1:15. They've got an hour and a half to fish. That's still a lot of time. A lot of time.
Yeah.
It can happen so quick here. That's 2 casts.
Okay.
One group of fish.
Thing,
like Koyo's been in this little spot right here, and he's what, four fish now out of this spot? It's at least 3, but maybe 4 big ones.
3 that he's bringing to the scale.
That's how quick it can happen. Anybody can pull in there, and they're 2 pounds bigger than those. This time of year, those females will pull up in the same little zone, and it takes 20, 30 minutes to get right. So in this area, you're never out of it. You can weigh 40, 50 pounds here and fork. You're never out of it here when you're still within the range that these top 5 are from Patrick up, pretty much.
No. Is that what he's calling?
That's that one that we were talking about. Look, pre-spawn, I think.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
I mean,
or
post-spawn. Yeah.
Hey, I'm an opportunist.
Yeah, a good time, isn't he?
He's not exactly in the wind, but it's not calm there. So he's doing a great job showing his perfection of the craft and the game. Big shout out to Gamakatsu for sponsoring this event with Bassmaster. I know you're with him as well as I am, so huge shout out to Gamakatsu.
Absolutely. They got some pretty cool things that they're fixing to drop, and
about 3 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now, actually.
It's legit.
Yeah, we got some new stuff coming out, so
actually,
stay tuned about March 15th, I think.
Yeah, at the Classic, March 15th. It's going to be really cool. Half the fish that I caught this week were on said product, and yeah, I really like it. Might get fired if I say any more.
Yeah.
Little side.
My gosh.
Bigger.
He's got 30.
Little 4-pound. You gonna buy me lunch? Who's buying me lunch?
You.
I think
you
got the most money.
No,
at
I
this
don't.
Table.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
the tackle store at Dynamic Marine has all my money.
Yeah, we're about to wrap this thing up.
Yeah, we're going to wrap this thing up. We thank everyone who joined us for Live Mix all week long. And I thank you guys for coming and providing your insight and your jackleg.
We don't know
commentary.
much, but we try to. We do a good job acting like it.
Yeah,
it's always a good time. And
thank y'all for tuning in. We're going to go get something to eat. Thank you, Bassmaster. Thank you, Gamakatsu. Still got a lot of time. Y'all stay tuned, see if anything changes. Good job, Koyo. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Join us next week.
I'm going to beat
Lake
this
Fort.
dude next week at Lake Fort.
I'm going to cut his transducer off.
Our SV spool design is made with one thing in mind: casting control. Whether it is casting lightweight baits, skipping, pitching, or casting into the wind, the Tatula SV reels virtually eliminate backlashes when set properly. Now with our groundbreaking technology and innovations, backlashes can be a thing of the past.
Leaders in innovation and anglers at heart. Lew's is founded on a rich heritage of building the best. 70 years of cutting-edge innovation with one goal in mind: to answer the call of passionate anglers who demand reliability, durability, and tournament-level performance. Delivering the best for you to perform at your best, on and off the water.
So we're not all professional anglers. We don't all compete on the biggest stage. But inside us all burns the same fire to be a champion. It's why you get out early, brave the toughest conditions, point the bow toward adventure, and put the hammer down. For whatever trophy or fish or memory you're chasing, count on a Mercury Pro XS outboard, engineered to deliver the speed and reliability you need to power the champion inside you.
Get loud for David Mullins.
The newest addition to the Basscat STS family is here. Introducing the Caracal STS, showcasing aggressive styling, paired with enhanced performance and a continued dedication to raising the bar. Measuring in at 20 feet 2 inches with an ultra-wide 96-inch beam and rated for a 250 to 300 horsepower engine, the Caracal STS boasts agility and speed and is finished with premium features to satisfy any angler. Basscat Boats. Feel the rush.
Born in Japan, using technology, innovation, and precision, Sunline produces the widest selection of fishing lines at the most technologically advanced line factory in the world. Manufactured at the strictest tolerances to produce victories at the highest levels of tournament bass fishing. From household names like Christie, Swindle, and Cruz, to young guns like Cook, Logan, New, and Welcher, they all trust Sunline to take them to the top of the leaderboard. Choose the line that will give you the strength to guarantee your confidence. Sunline.
A rush of tournament adrenaline. Nitro, the choice of champion, where performance meets play. Nitro, a big water beast, a pure fishing machine. Nitro, release the champion within.
Yes. Fishing isn't just a hobby, it's an obsession. Whether it's blazing hot or bitterly cold, bright sunshine, raining, or even snowing. Someplace, somewhere, there's a fish that's ready to bite. And as the angler, you need baits that will catch the fish anywhere, anytime, no matter the conditions. From throwing topwaters to cranking the depths, know the baits to throw. Choose Spro.
Think you know fishing? Time to prove it. Bassmaster has 2 fantasy games giving you even more opportunities to win. Play Rapala Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing and the Falcon Rods Bassmaster Drain the Lake Challenge for a chance to win some great prizes, including a $15,000 shopping spree at Bass Pro Shops, a trip to the 2025 Classic, or a fishing trip with Luke Palmer. Every tournament is a chance to win, and there's more than $90,000 in prizes to be won in 2024. You can't win if you don't play, plus it's free. For details, sign up and play all season. Visit BassmasterFantasy.com.
When you go rogue, a top 20 playlist doesn't set the mood. You do. Rogue nicotine pouches. Great taste. No compromises. Go rogue.
I hate to do this to you, but we're about to run. We got to go to the creek where we started, buddy. All right, we gotta go. There ain't nothing in here. What the freak?
All right, let's move. Oh, what the? Gotta be kidding me now.
All right. Right here.
Come on.
Fuck you. God dang it. One of these gotta just commit. They're so hot. Turn around. Come on. Shit. Sorry, that was quite bad. Come on, eat it.
Our SV spool design is made with one thing in mind: casting control. Whether it is casting lightweight baits, skipping, pitching, or casting into the wind, the Toledo SV reels virtually eliminate backlashes when set properly. Now with our groundbreaking technology and innovations, backlashes can be a thing of the past.
Leaders in innovation and anglers at heart. Lew's is founded on a rich heritage of building the best. 70 years of cutting-edge innovation with one goal in mind: to answer the call of passionate anglers who demand reliability, durability, and tournament-level performance. Delivering the best for you to perform at your best, on and off the water.
So we're not all professional anglers. We don't all compete on the biggest stage. But inside us all burns the same fire to be a champion. It's why you get out early, brave the toughest conditions, point the bow toward adventure and put the hammer down. For whatever trophy or fish or memory you're chasing, count on a Mercury Pro XS outboard, engineered to deliver the speed and reliability you need to power the champion inside you.
Get loud for David Mullins.
The newest addition to the Basscat STS family is here. Introducing the Caracal STS, showcasing aggressive styling, paired with enhanced performance and a continued dedication to raising the bar. Measuring in at 20 feet 2 inches with an ultra-wide 96-inch beam and rated for a 250 to 300 horsepower engine, the Caracal STS boasts agility and speed and is finished with premium features to satisfy any angler. Basscat boats. Feel the rush.
Born in Japan, using technology, innovation, and precision, Sunline produces the widest selection of fishing lines at the most technologically advanced line factory in the world. Manufactured at the strictest tolerances to produce victories at the highest levels of tournament bass fishing. From household names like Christie, Swindle, and Cruz to young guns like Cook, Logan, New, and Welcher, they all trust Sunline to take them to the top of the leaderboard. Choose the line that will give you the strength to guarantee your confidence. Sunline.
Nitro, a rush of tournament adrenaline. Nitro, the choice of champion, where performance meets play. Nitro, a big water beast, a pure fishing machine. Nitro, release the champion within.
Yes.
Fishing isn't just a hobby, it's an obsession. Whether it's blazing hot or bitterly cold, bright sunshine, raining, or even snowing, someplace, somewhere, there's a fish that's ready to bite. And as the angler, you need baits that will catch the fish anywhere, anytime, no matter the conditions. From throwing topwaters to cranking the depths, know the baits to throw. Choose Spro.
Think you know fishing? Time to prove it. Bassmaster has 2 fantasy games giving you even more opportunities to win. Play Rapala Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing and the Falcon Rods Bassmaster Drain the Lake Challenge for a chance to win some great prizes, including a $15,000 shopping spree at Bass Pro Shops, a trip to the 2025 Classic, or a fishing trip with Luke Palmer. Every tournament is a chance to win, and there's more than $90,000 in prizes to be won in 2024. You can't win if you don't play, plus it's free. For details, sign up and play all season. Visit BassmasterFantasy.com.
When you go rogue, a top 20 playlist doesn't set the mood. You do. Rogue nicotine pouches. Great taste. No compromises. Go rogue.